morning, good morning. It is Wednesday. Hump day, woo, halfway through the week. And look at that. That Sprinter that was back there, already off, delivered. That one delivered at like a club. It was like a racing club. It's a community where there's houses there, and there's security as soon as you drive up. You gotta go through security, and security actually escorted me to where I had to go drop off this van. So I didn't record the place because security was all up on me. The security guy was kind of nice. I don't know if he would have let me record or not, but I didn't just to be safe. And I wanted to get that big ass thing off of my truck and get down the road. So yeah, I just stopped to get fuel real quick. I stopped here at Morongo. So yeah, I just fueled up. I went inside to go use the restroom real quick, got myself a soda. So now I'm gonna start heading down on the road. That one's next to get dropped off. That one's going to Carson, just outside of the LA area. And after that, I'm gonna head south. I gotta go pick up in Carlsbad. Then I gotta pick up in Encinitas. After I pick up in Encinitas, we're gonna drop that one off and then pick up in El Cajon. Start heading back. So that is the plan for today. Let's see how that plan works out. Hopefully good. Alrighty, I am in Carlsbad. I have my second vehicle. Actually, it's my first pickup. I dropped off my second vehicle. I dropped that one off at the port, and it was a pretty smooth process. Got there, walked into the office, gave them my information. They told me unload it, take it over here. Guy did his walk around, signed my stuff. Nice and easy. Now I'm in Carlsbad. I picked up this one. I'm gonna go pick up a Jeep right down the road. We're gonna put it in that slot right there. And then after that, I'm gonna head over to El Cajon and drop this guy off. After I drop him off, I have a pickup right there in El Cajon as well. I picked up for this person before. Sometimes the pickup address is different from where he has the vehicle, so I'll give him a call before we get there. But yeah, little story time real quick. On the way over here to pick that one up, it was about an hour and 15-minute drive. I get a call from the customer where I dropped off that Mercedes Sprinter van, telling me that there's some damage on the vehicle. Like, oh, no, that's not good. So we go back and forth a little bit. He gives me a little bit more information. I tell him, send me a picture, please. So he sends me a picture. And I look at the picture. I look at my BOL. And yes, there's some damage. There's a little bit of damage on one of the steps. I'll use this as an example, like right in here. That thing was so long that especially with long vehicles, I take my ramps and I'll slide them underneath the driver's side right here, just to make sure it doesn't move around or bounce back, or I just do that for safety. And it looks like when I had the ramp right here, I had the ratchet too far in and it bottomed out and it hit the step and it created some damage on that Sprinter van. My fault. No way around it. It is what it is. I apologized to the customer and asked him if he wanted me to take care of it, or if he wants to take care of it and invoice me. He said he has some other things to go over with the shipper, so he'll get back to me on that. Well, one thing I don't want to do is I don't want to wait for a call. So what I did, I called the shipper to let them know what's going on. The shipper happens to be the broker as well. So the person who paid me to bring the vehicle to California is also the shipper. In some instances, the broker will be different from the shipper. In this instance, the broker and the shipper are the same person. So that's one less call I had to make. If I ever have damage on a vehicle, I let every party involved know. It's just I like to be proactive instead of reactive. So totally my fault. I'm gonna take care of it. I called the shipper, and the shipper, well, actually, I text him. I called him. I didn't get an answer, so I sent him to text. This shipper, I've shipped for him a few times, and he doesn't do too much talking on the phone. He prefers text. So I text him to let him know, hey Chris, this is Ruben. Just wanted to let you know there was some damage on the vehicle. Give me a call when you get a chance. So about 45 minutes goes by, and he calls me. Hey Ruben, how you doing? Looks like there was some damage. Real nice, real professional. He wasn't sitting there and cussing me out and being angry. He was, hey, I understand this happened, blah blah blah. I explained to him what happened. He's, oh, okay, and he let me know he's driving right now. He's somewhere out of state. He's all, okay, and we touched base. We went through everything. He's all, okay. What I'll do is I'll get it fixed, and we'll go from there. I'll go ahead and invoice you, and we'll get it taken care of. So that's my little story for the day. My little oopsie. But yeah, if you have when you move vehicles, sometimes that's gonna happen. So my recommendation to you is just make sure you're the one making first contact. Make sure you're the one that's communicating. You don't want to seem like you're a scumbag and not trying to take care of something or trying to avoid a claim. It's cars. It's moving parts. It's part of the business. Sometimes it's gonna happen. I found this is I believe my third claim. I had one where I had damage on the bumper, and I had another one where I bent a bumper. I hooked up the winch to the wrong point, and I knew better. I don't know what I was thinking. That's just in a hurry, and in both of those instances, I was in communication the whole time. I was the one to make contact, and people were almost thankful and appreciative of that. So my recommendation, if you do run into an instance where you do cause damage to a vehicle, is be polite, be courteous, and just keep everybody in communication. Keep your customer in communication, keep your shipper in communication, keep your broker in communication. People will appreciate that. Well, I am on to the next pickup. Here we go. Well, here I am in Imperial, California. Made it just in time to pick that guy up. You see, I was in El Cajon, which is just outside of San Diego, and I went to go drop off that 2022 Escalade. I had another pickup in El Cajon, but I picked up for this guy many times, and every time I pick up for him, the vehicle was never at that location or the location that they have posted on the dispatch sheet. So I kind of already know the way he is. Gave him a call ahead of time just to make sure the car was at the pickup location. Of course it wasn't. It was San Diego Manheim, which from El Cajon to San Diego Manheim is, with no traffic, about 35-40 minutes away from where I was dropping off. With traffic, probably about an hour and a half. So I would have to go an hour and a half back and then travel back an hour and a half just to get back en route. So I decided, I'll push that car until Friday, and I'll pick that up when it's Friday. Would be more convenient to pick it up. And of course, I have more cars scheduled just in case. Not just in case, but I always like to plan ahead. So I started looking at my truck that I had in San Diego. The only thing that sucks is it's rush hour in San Diego, so there's a bunch of traffic. So without traffic, it's about 15-20 minutes the opposite way. So I would have to go 15 minutes, 20 minutes that way, load up, and then come back 15-20 minutes just to get back en route. Altogether, it would have cost me about an hour or so. So I was like, you know what? Let me take a quick look at the load board just to see if there's anything, in this general vicinity. So I'm looking. I'm like, oh, look, there's one in Imperial, which is about an hour and a half that way, but going home. So I wouldn't have to go back track anywhere. I would be an hour and I have closer to home, going home with a lighter load, so I would save some fuel, just a little bit of fuel. So I look at it, it's a truck. I'm like, I got plenty of room for a truck. And I look at the price. I'm like, I hope it's paying a good price. I look at it, it's $500. Not bad, not bad at all. It's $500 for like 260, 270 miles. I'll jump on that all day long. So now I'm on that truck for $500. And when I dropped off the Escalade, I moved these two back a little bit, just to keep the weight on the back off of the truck, especially going through those mountains. I didn't want that wedge kind of, doing this and doing that. So I have to move these guys to get the truck on. So since I have to move them, I might as well put them in the order they drop off. The truck drops off first, and then after that the Subaru drops off, and the Cherokee is the last one to drop off. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put that Cherokee up in the very front number 1 position. I'm gonna put this one behind it and the truck at the very end. So after that, I am done for the day. So I'm gonna get working on that. Should be finished up here within 30 minutes or so. Shouldn't take too long to get that switched up. And then I am calling it a day. I will see you guys tomorrow.